Welcome to day 7 in Sparks in the Darkness. There is another opinion that is quoted in the name of Rabbi Moshe HaKohen, who expressed this idea that the reason why Moshe Rabbeinu was not allowed to enter into the land, the sin that he committed, was so subtle. The Torah tells us Moshe Rabbeinu was saying, Hamin hazela hazeh, from this rock you think that I can bring water out from it? It sounds ridiculous. But supposedly, says Rav Moshe HaKohen, the Jewish people believed or thought, understood, that what Moshe Rabbeinu was saying for a moment was not that he was questioning his own abilities, just that he was questioning Hashem's abilities. That the Jewish people thought, oh yeah, maybe it's true, Hashem cannot bring water out of this rock. Now, it's a fascinating conundrum that we find ourselves in. Could that actually have been what the Jewish people have thought? This generation saw everything happen. They saw Hashem take them out of Egypt. They saw the plagues. They saw the splitting of the sea. Could this generation actually have believed that Hashem was not able to draw water out from the rock? But, says Rav Moshe HaKohen, this was the sin Moshe implied to the Jewish people. Unbeknownst to him, it wasn't really his intention, but their takeaway was that maybe Hashem, they doubted for a second, can bring water from this rock, and therefore that's why Moshe was not allowed to enter into the land of Israel. And perhaps, therefore, we can take this message for our own lives as well. We know so clearly that sometimes, whether we really mean it, whether we really believe it or not, we sometimes think that there are limitations to Hashem's powers. Now, in our heart of hearts, we know that's not true. In our minds, we know that's not true. But sometimes we act and speak as if we do. We see this all the time in the world. People are so nervous. People are afraid for what's going to be. What is the future of the land of Israel going to be? What's the future of the American Jewish community going to be with growing anti-Semitism and terrible politicians rising into power? Well, we know already that the future is going to be whatever Hashem wants the future to be. Of course, there are sometimes realities that the future could be a little bit scary, a little bit disturbing, but it's all controlled by Hashem. So what is the concern? But we doubt sometimes, even if we do it knowingly or unknowingly, is Hashem really in control? And again, most of us will answer that question. Of course Hashem is in control. But sometimes that small little doubt that takes control of us, we have to be able to understand that if we want to experience the future redemption, we want to experience the rebuilding of the Beit HaMikdash, we want to experience the Geula Shlema, the full and complete return of all that is meant to be for our people, we have to start by fixing that little doubt that sometimes comes up into our minds. Does Hashem really control everything? Does Hashem control the world? Can he do anything? The answer is, of course, yes. And even though we know that to be yes, we have to start believing and living with that behind us in every thought and every motion and every action. No need to fear the world around us. Again, as we said yesterday, you have to put in the effort, but know that ultimately Hashem controls the world. He decides what's going to be, and he can make anything happen. He could bring the redemption in a split second if he so chose to do so. And God willing, we hope and pray that he does. Wishing everyone a beautiful day.